So Oakley was talking to me about how good a thing this was and how it's a good idea, and maybe the Northern Ireland office should take more of an interest in the conversation.
Well, how did it develop then from there?
When
did he start to talk to you about the IRA?
No, he never talked about the IRA at that point of time, or any time really. And that's, if I may say so, the Robert Coates, I started seeing him as a vehicle for changing the Northern Ireland situation. And it developed from that, where I said, well, what do you want? This is not going to go away, this is going to develop, and basically if you come in and shoot 13 people and another one 14 dying afterwards, and if you have the repression of the policeman force there you see, and if you have a one-party government, and all of those things. And Michael would be very smoothly talk, understand it, know it, and basically do very little about it.
So, how do you persuade him that you need to do something about it?
What I hear coming from you is that there was one day that I was putting these things forward and then he suddenly saw the light. It wasn't that at all.
I'm asking you when the penny dropped. You know about what the conversation was really about? What his interest was really about?
It happened gradually over a period of time. And at that stage, I was very firmly, and still am, very firmly of the belief that the way to solve these things is by genuine dialogue. And I would say, look here, you've got to talk with the Republican movement, you've got to talk with the IRA, and it will not work if you do not do that. So that's how it developed as such. And he would say words to the effect that really and truly that the British government wasn't terribly in that vein. And part of the reason they weren't in that vein was that the Cheney Walk 1972 situation was a disaster. In that McSteafoyne went there, read the proclamation, made a big concession, which was, we don't want you out in 3 years, we'll take you out in 5 years, right? And William Whitlock couldn't handle it, they couldn't cope with it, and basically there was no homework done as such. It was a pretty simplified Brits Out programme, which was the Aranua programme, the Daithí O'Connell programme, which was much broader than that, by the way. It was a genuine attempt to try and move away from the six-county statelet into a broader situation.
Do you tell the Republican leadership of that period that you're talking to this man from MI6 and what his interest might be, other than jobs and the terrible social conditions of people were living in at that time?
I most certainly didn't. I had a very good relationship with Rory Bradley. Still have, like him. And I had a very good relationship with Daithí O'Connell. And bottom line, I would travel down to Ballyshannon, talk to Daithí O'Connell, and would go down to Roscommon, talk to Rory. What I was saying was, this guy has come into my life.
I like him.
I like him. And he is easy to get on with. He seems to be sympathetic, and it could be an opportunity to get a dialogue going. And bottom line, from those early days, and I want to be quite open about it, the IRA always had a very simple policy, and that is that this is the war campaign and this is the dialogue campaign. And at times the dialogue campaign was down on the floor, and at other times the war campaign was right up on top, and that was the balance. And you have to be in that situation to understand that there was really no other way of doing it. No other way of doing it.
When does this go broader than Michael Woodley? When do you start to meet some of his friends?
I don't mean any of his friends.
Ever?
No, not at that stage, because the Brits were operating a situation. I did fantasize at that particular time, by the way, for what it was worth, that here was Oakley come back to whoever the British boss was at that time and say, here's Brendan Duddy doing a brilliant job. I mean, I really did think that, because Wilson, I think at the time, that he was come back again, Derry's doing absolute rubbish. These people keep all of their secrets into themselves. But remember, I was learning all this. Learning all of it. So O'Brien would simply be the type of person who said, yeah, no, and he loved eating. If anybody knows O'Brien is, he could spend an hour cutting up wee bits of steak and putting his mouth and chewing, and you desperately either trying to get home or whatever. So I did an enormous amount of traveling in those days. And I remember at one point holding up one eyelid coming back from Dublin. Seriously.
Trying to stay awake.
To drive with it. Crazy stuff.
You see, I think the impression people have had about you is that you're some sort of postbox. The British post a letter to Brendan Duddy. Brendan Duddy delivers it to the Republican leadership. The Republican leadership posts a letter to Brendan Duddy and he delivers it to the British.
Do you know the reason I'm here? I'm here so that people can understand the real effort, not by me, I was just part of it, by the people who delivered peace in this country. That's why I'm here. And the danger that that peace may be destroyed. It doesn't mean to say, oh, Jerry Adams, you're beautiful, or Martin McGuinness, or Kelly, or whoever. It was hard.
You didn't like him the way you liked Mike Oakley. You said you loved him. You know, it's, did you have a different attitude to the other guys?
It's very interesting. I couldn't think of a Republican leader that I could say that really loved him. I couldn't think of one.
No one?
No. They tend to keep that side, you know, as Timmy would say, leave it with me. And you had to go out the door wandering.
Yes.
I was like a classic phrase.
Were they a bit like the church turning you away from their door at that stage? No.
Church was a very unhappy moment. Very unhappy.
Tell me then about the ceasefire of the 70s. Are you at play in all of that?
Yeah.
Was Oakley at play in all of this?
No, Oakley was, I was saying to Oakley, if you want to end this war on an honourable terms, you've got to talk. And Oakley was saying, can't talk, government doesn't want to talk. Can't remember who was secretary, it was Brendan Rees. And they used to call him Wet Pants. That was the name they called him. And Brendan Rees would make a decision on a Monday and change it on a Monday night, and that was that. Yes. And the net result of the situation was that Oakley, quite out of the blue on Christmas week or something or thereabouts, said, Michael was always very careful. He was always the MI6 man. He was always the James Bond, the consummate spy. You could talk to Michael for a month on a desert island and you wouldn't get that out of him. Classic. So he said to me out of the blue, right, no, I'll tell you what happened. Forgotten. We had the meeting down in, where? Fecal. Yeah. Fecal was, this is the type of thing, I believe, and all I can tell you is what I think. And if somebody in this hall says I don't agree, please, that's fine. Fecal was set up to break the ice for the possibility of dialogue with the Republicans. Evidence for